Hello and welcome to my Alpha 9 gameplay. This is episode 2. Hope you enjoy. So jumping in right where we left off, we can see that our lone worker, which is the player, me, is just standing around. We need to put them on education for HR management. Unfortunately, this means we're going to lose tons of months, and we've missed a lot of support requests. But now that he's back, we've got a bunch of computers just standing by. So in total, we've got how many of these? 6. So when we enable HR, which isn't working right now for some reason, it's saying that we do not have HR, which is a bit of a annoying glitch. Not really sure what's going on there. I think I need to change him to lead. That could be the problem. Right, there we go. So upon enabling it, we can just set the budget quite low. A bit higher than that. I think we'll put an extra 0 on the end. And that'll handle everything. We're going to need a designer, an artist. So we're down to... So we had 6, 3 gone. And we'll put 3 programmers, lowest age possible, highest education. This is going to set us back an absolute ton of money. But on this day we will start designing some new software so we can get working on an audio tool now, as our 2D editor is fresh out the door. Well, not that fresh out, but it's good enough. Doing this, we'll just use the same old operating systems that we have available, otherwise we will just spend all our money in licenses. We don't have any servers, nor music. It's just a default audio tool. And that's going to be it for that. We're going to develop upon that. Seems like it's working on the support. We're just going to unassign that just for full work on that. We're not really going to bother supporting it. It isn't really worth our time. We don't have enough time to support it. Right. So over to the next day, we've reported really quite a loss. That's more than likely due to a large amount of employees moving in. So we have 6 now, mostly compatible. Unfortunately, they're all on education, and looks like they will be for really quite a while. So it's just stuck to Roger. I'm just going to skip ahead now to when we've got all our staff back, otherwise this is going to be really quite long waiting for that to happen. So we'll be back in just a moment. So, they're all back now. We're going to reassign that as it's just some programming work to hold on to for the moment. Shouldn't be anything that tricky to cope with now. With our extended team. Unfortunately though, that means we are going to have to go to the toilet. Unfortunately our employees aren't magical anymore and can't just pee in nowhere. We don't really have any space, so we're just going to add the tiniest little closet to go to the toilet in. So hopefully that's not a problem for them. So if we just add a toilet there, we can put, we'll put a tiny little window in, so they can see out when they're going on the toilet. Go to Abby. So now that that wonderful toilet's been installed, this should be able to work. So all we need to do now is get that off and start developing. Right. So now that that's on a go, see, the only piece of software we've got so far is the 2D editor. We need to branch out a bit further. We don't have a huge amount of staff, so even this is way out of our league. We're really quite small. If we go over to something a bit easier, so we'll try and make a case. We'll put a temperature dial on it, and we'll call it the end case temp, because it can check your temperatures. That's really quite a long while off. This isn't really how far to go. Wow, that was fast. That person's not very skilled in audio code. Kenny Murray. No, he isn't. He should really be on education. We don't really have money or time for that, though. We are diminishing quite quickly, so we're going to ignore it. Do we even have a receptionist? No. We're going to have a single receptionist. We're going to have a tiny bit of parking just so we can get them in. Just that small bit of parking there. For now, we'll just do a tiny bit of horrible work. Right, so we don't really have long to work on that. So if we just develop that forwards, we've lost all progress on that. We're just going to cancel that for now. We'll just really quickly promote, yes, release. As we did it with outstanding quality, they didn't even want it that good. We are losing money really quite quickly. They're going to take on some quick design work. We'll have to... We're not going to develop that, because if we hold it on for an extra month, we can take extra money from them. Oh, have all our designers gone on holiday? Yeah, we don't have any designers. We have this dude. What is he doing? Artist. Apparently my audio tool doesn't need any artwork either. It's interesting. We're just gonna keep holding on to that. We can take the money from that. We can't keep up with the support. We know that. We're actually just gonna cancel it outright, so we don't get notifications on it. Right. So we're just gonna develop that. I have no idea why it keeps going backwards. I assume my designers are really not. My design is not that good in physical, I guess. Although people do keep coming back to me, so it can't be that horrible. We don't have any peer reviews on this at any point. So it's just all about waiting now. This shouldn't really take that long, so we're going to spend our money on a quick outsourcing job. Wow. My code is just really on top to the task, it seems. So building up on this, looks like I might have actually already created a failing company. So upon this. This might be my shortest run through Software Inc. to date. I'm going wholly bankrupt very quickly. This is not looking good. That is a hell of a lot for something we're not even skilled in. Yes! That's 15,000 a month for just barely advertising something. Right, we are going to have to put our own thing on hiatus. We can't afford to keep building it right now, unfortunately. We'll work on a monitor instead. We only have a month to do it though. The quality of this is going to be dreadful, but they only gave us a month for it, so not really my problem. There we go, we just about made money, which is good enough for me. Yeah, when we're down to this little time, we need to call an IT. We're going to promote this at 1 o'clock to get bugs fixing before we give it back to them. That's damaged my reputation despite them not giving me long enough for that product. We're going to have a reputation that we need building back up. We've lost a lot here. I've got yet another marketing offer. At the same time, we'll take up contracting work. The pit and deep. Develop that forwards. We've got to hit that many lines of code. Done. Fix a couple of bugs in it. We get charged per the bug, so that didn't pay out fully, unfortunately, but that paid out pretty well. I think people are getting upset with how little we're actually marketing their products, but they're still handing us over money for it, so we can actually afford to continue work now. Roger Smith is not... Oh, we're going to just change him to a marketer for the moment. So we can get to work on this. He's putting a bit more effort in now. Do I have any design work going on? Just a development job. We're going to take the development work. We only have 2 months, but that should be plenty of time to throw it straight back at them. Our reputation is currently getting horribly damaged, so we are going to need this to be a good release. My artist has just been sitting on standby for really quite a while. There's nothing I can really do about that though. We're going to accept that work and develop upon that. We've got to give these both back this month. This one matters less, so we're just going to give that back like that. That's okay. We'll promote this at 2. This has been alright. Now we are starting to gain back some recognition. Oh, well, that's just been damaged again. Right, we've lost all our work. And we're really not catching back up on that. So So we'll have to start hoping that people start trusting us again, because my business reputation is really low at this point, almost at the lowest it could be. Huge losses again. Not good. We'll outsource another review. It's a 5 out of 10. We're going to get on another 2D editor. We're going to get Narod 1.1. Only 2 operating systems can take it. Yeah, we'll just sell them the same product straight back in their face. But we'll charge $1 less because I'm not a total scammer, I'm almost a total scammer. So we'll get that on development duty. Alright. He's sitting on doing nothing again, so back on lead he goes. Right, he's going to charge that forwards. We're going to heavily prioritise that. Right. So only the artist's really working on that now with a bit of code here and there. Hosting. We could do that, but we don't have any servers, so I guess that's a no. People are starting to get quite slow at working. What is it that's doing it? Ah, it's the stress. There's 2 things to be working on. We're going to unassign that then. We're going to promote this. Oh. Right. So what are our expenses a month? 32,000. Yeah, we can't really cover it up with a simple support job. We'll have to focus on something a bit more difficult than that. So, well, I should have all our employees back this month. Oh, they've taken a 2-month vacation. Greedy. Right. It's just another month of not really doing anything then. We will slowly be catching back up though. We'll catch up with all these poor development. Okay, did all my workers decide to quit instead? Oh, they all went in education. That's why. That's probably for the best, and they probably need it. They're not all that skilled, to be honest. That's also probably where all my money's gone. Education. Oh yeah, that was a huge expense that month. I actually only have to pay 15 grand a month, which probably could have been sorted by a simple support job. We're going to accept that just to get my reputation back up. Look, there's like nothing to fix on it. Right. We're going to throw that back on at the same time. Heavily prioritise this one. Under prioritise that one. There we go, so we're always on top of that support work now. Here we go, there's my business reputation coming back. Oh, they've all gone on education again. Oh no, they went on vacation because they missed it. They've got... Let's hope they only take a 1-month vacation, otherwise this could be bad for me. Okay, they're all back again. That's good. They've released a very buggy piece of software to have this many bugs for 100 users. Dreadful. This is why try and never be cheap. Oh my god, we better get on top of these bugs fast so we can get back to work, because otherwise we're going to lose all our time just on fixing bugs for a very small majority of people. Oh, we're back to coding. Good. We're on top a lot of them now, so yeah. That's really starting to slow down how many we actually have to fix a day. We're going to promote this at 150,000 lines if I ever make it there. Because at this rate I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to go bankrupt before then at this rate. Oh my god, I think they've all gone on education again. I think I'm going to have to turn off education. We can't afford that anymore. We've just got to kick something out the door soon. Else we're just going to run completely dry of money. This is going to have to be a very close recovery on this. Oh dear, we need IT support. Oh dear, the AC units are pretty damaged. Where are the radiators? Oh, is it like an underground boiler somewhere? Oh. Don't know how I managed to forget that. We're gonna just drop off support for that. There's like one person using it, so it shouldn't affect my business reputation. We don't have time. 146,000 lines, and kick that out the door. Thank you. Right. We're gonna set him back onto marketeer. Announce a release date of August 1984. 4 months. Send a build out to the press for free. And we're gonna send out pictures. It's looking okay. Yes, I am heading for bankruptcy, I do understand that. In fact, I'll probably hit it on the head very soon. I'll have to release that in July, no matter what its date is. It's probably going to be really quite a bad press release. I'm really low on money. Just get it back on. Get it back on the work. We can't afford to pay people to sit around and do nothing. Right. 1 more month until it looks like I go completely bankrupt. Oh. We won't even be able to afford copies, right? We'll have to take out a loan then. Or get bailed by a company. Why does no one want to go into my falling stocks? It's just not understandable. Release that awful press release. Yeah, I know it doesn't really help anyone think better about it. You can tell me that. Yep. Develop. Go. Hype it. Just release it now. No. Skip next day. Release now. Start on my marketing campaign. Go. Oh dear. 20,000. Yep. Support, off you go. That's my top priority now. Promote, yeah. Send that out, thank you. Something that needs artwork. Yes, perfect. Game assets. That's what I've been waiting for. Hopefully she does it in time, or he, whoever's supposedly working on the artwork. Yeah, it looks like they'll have it done. Just about. Their books are fixed, yeah. It's a newcomer and they're pretty new. Can't even imagine how complicated it feels. Very stable. It seems definitely left behind a few bugs. We are starting to get some more money kicking in now. Oh dear. That'll be a cheap thing to quickly kick out the door, hopefully. Or we'll go broke trying. But we're going to leave it like that for this episode. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe to see my next episodes, and I'll be back shortly with more.